love, but I doubt that. Maybe it's the clout. I get love in the north, I get love in the south, yeah. Shawty claims she a feminist, and her feminine. Girl, you know that he average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, caught the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them. No money, now I'm in the Benz truck with a new honey. They said I wouldn't make it, I'm like, you funny. Laughing at my haters like, you dummies. The night is young, girl, what can you do for me?
Thank you, Coach. From beautiful South Florida, there's a look at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Miami Dolphins. Two teams on opposite ends of the Sunshine State. The Jags and Dolphins are underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Hey, watch it. Over!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
Now Jackson on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's got room. 30. Past the 20. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. 70 yards. And the Dolphins are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a carry for the shifty Dion Lewis. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things off.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Going for the deep ball. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play for the Jaguars. 55 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
The Jags with their first opportunity in the red zone. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7.
4 down. Good job, guys.
Roethlisberger. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. Here's Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On 3rd and goal, Roethlisberger. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mike Wallace, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are within an extra point of tying this one up. Graham Gano on for the extra point. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Gano out to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hey, boys, got 4 down. Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
On 2nd down, here's Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 7 yards on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
On 3rd down, it's Grant. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A Miami 1st down, that one going for a gain of 11. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot. But what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh, my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Gun! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Hot!
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Becoming just the second player with 30 touchdowns in a single year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They'll start things on first down with Dion Lewis. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Now they'll run with Lewis. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now Roethlisberger eluding the pressure right. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Big Ben, not the most agile quarterback in NFL history, but he can use those legs when he needs to.
He really can, and I think it starts with him taking contact and shedding people trying to get him on the ground. That's when he becomes the most elusive.
Yeah, something he honed back at the University of Miami in Ohio.
Yeah, and they didn't get him down in the MAC. It's hard to get him down in the NFL.
Open man left side is Wallace complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So now first and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 23. This is Lewis. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Alongside the former defensive back Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Jaguar football as we begin quarter number 2. But they face a second and long to start things out. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. On 2nd down, here's Roethlisberger. Flushed out right. Dumps it off to Lewis. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. Scrambling not particularly a Roethlisberger strong suit, but he does get the job done there and gets a 1st. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Spinning away. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now it's Roethlisberger. Going underneath for Lewis. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. They get only a yard there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Well, it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a turkey bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They go play action with Roethlisberger. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Gary and Conley. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open?
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Hurry up, here we go. Blue 90. Blue 90.
After the interception, here's Jackson finding his safety valve here. That's complete. 23 yards on the play. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. A good run there on 1st down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. 1st level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Hey, 4 down. Set. Green 39. Green 39. Check white 54. White 54. Gun.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A good pickup there, a 22. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Bills out to an early lead against the Patriots. Jameis Winston, a single touchdown pass to this point in that one. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Miami after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. And how might this affect him for the playoffs? We'll get a report when we come back.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
On 2nd down, Jackson. And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The former Buckeye, Cameron Hayward. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 319! 319! Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Throwing is Jackson. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. Ties LT with his 31st touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead.
And remember, partner, that's a rookie quarterback back there. Apparently, he's getting the hang of this NFL thing pretty quickly.
Had 3 touchdown passes. You're right, he looks comfortable. What are they doing? Anything in particular?
Well, they keep talking about making sure they're giving him plays that fit his talents and also maybe shrinking the playbook a little bit. They did tell us that. Bottom line, he's really good.
Andre Roberts now to return it. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set to go again. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. And a nice gain of 21 yards. You know, when I see passes like that, I'm reminded of something you and I talked about yesterday. Big Ben was a wide receiver the first 3 years of high school, sitting behind the coach's son, and then he finally got that opportunity. I think he's made the most of it.
It's always the coach's son, isn't it? But you know where it helps him? When he looks downfield, he knows what the receivers are going to do. He actually has wide receivers' eyes when he's throwing the ball.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. On 2nd down, Roethlisberger. His throw caught at about the 5. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Snickers, you got to spin.
Roethlisberger will throw. And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Ben Roethlisberger as the first half is winding down. And the Jaguars get a score closer. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be caught, so they do get it. And the 2 points, now they're back down to a 1-score deficit. Gano out to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
They go play action here on first down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
Detroit! Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19! 3-19!
Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. On the crossing route, complete. That's Ross. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. So the two teams will head to the locker rooms here in Miami with the Dolphins on top. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now Roethlisberger to throw on 2nd down. He's going to air one out. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Now Lewis. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive linemen, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Wallace. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now big hit, and he lost the football. It's loose. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in, as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10.
Hey, here we go now.
Now it's Hines. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They run again with Hines. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3. Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And that is incomplete.
Really nice play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball, but for the guys on the offensive line, they're doing a nice job of trying to protect their passer. But when a guy hops in the air and goes airborne to try and knock one away, it's difficult because you can't reach out and grab him. That'll be a holding penalty. So all you're trying to do is make some type of a play on him, make some type of contact to try and get his arms out of the sky.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
Love the effort there. I mean, to get a field goal block in this situation because they knew what was going on. They give up those 3 points there. It's now a 2-possession game.
Yeah, that really changes the complexion here in the second half, doesn't it?
It really does, and now you give your team a more than a fighting chance and a little momentum. Terrific job by them setting the tone and picking up their defense.
They'll start off with a give to Lewis. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on 1st down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Like 80.
Here's Roethlisberger. That's into the hands of Wallace over the middle. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Double.
They'll throw on 1st down with Roethlisberger. And now he'll tuck it and run. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
So many times we talk about having good eye discipline when you're playing defense, making sure your eyes are in the proper place on a given play. Looks like that discipline came to the front there, didn't it? They were able to hold it for a short gain when he took off running.
And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Malik Jefferson in there on the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
On 3rd and 1, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. Hooper. And he gets the 1st down here as he's taken down at the 24. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Now Roethlisberger on first down. Steps away to his left. And that is incomplete here.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Dancing to his left. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. On 3rd down, that's Lewis. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Throwing now, Roethlisberger on 1st down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger escaping the pressure right. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down. Big Ben, with his size, sometimes it still surprises me when he can dance for a 1st.
He's the preeminent quarterback at taking contact, shedding it, and turning it into a big play. You know what they say about him? It's not the first 3 seconds of the play that you worry about with him. It's the next 3. Takes the hit, and now he creates a big one.
Back now in Miami. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal.
Black 30. Mike, 55. One day. Kings.
Now Roethlisberger. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
That I'm struggling to understand a little bit. That close to the goal line, 1st down, run the football. If you want to throw it, throw some play action on 2nd down.
Here's Roethlisberger being chased out left. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only 3 yards there on the completion. That'll lead to a 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Hey, you got 3. Snickers, 66.
Now Roethlisberger. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This is less than an extra point, just a 19-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So an interesting call there to take the 3. I mean, I guess they're thinking that their hands were tied, but, you know, 4th quarter, that field goal might not help them that much in the end.
Yeah, eventually they're going to need the touchdown. The thinking must have been they didn't feel confident about picking it up there. hoping maybe on defense they can get better field position, get a turnover, get a better play, and then they'll have a chance to attack the end zone.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Hurry up, here we go. 319. 319.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Over the middle, that's caught by Ross. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Gun.
On second down, here's Jackson. And Bryant's got it over the middle. Martavis Bryant. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Martavis Bryant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead.
So whatever happened to rookie quarterbacks taking time to adjust to life in the NFL? Because this guy looks like he's been doing it for about, 7 years? 4 touchdown passes? That's not something rookies are supposed to be doing with the ease in which he's doing it.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Roberts on the return. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards on the play.
Let's go.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. 1st down, Jacksonville. The passing game looking sharp on this drive for the Jags.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now it's Roethlisberger. Buying time to his left. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, the defensive guys won't be real happy because there won't be a sack on this play because he did get back to the line of scrimmage. But what a job they did overall. Hemmed him in and gave him nowhere to go with the football.
And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. So a field goal gets you back within a score, but they're going to go for the bigger chunk here. Kicking team on the sidelines. Offense on for 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. The Jags come up empty on 4th down. And the Dolphins' defense is able to hold. So now with a 2-minute warning coming up fast, that puts a mammoth dent in their comeback hopes.
I like how you phrased it. It's a dent because there's still opportunity. They've got to get the ball back on defense, obviously twice. But guess what? This thing is not close to being over. They need to go ahead and play it out.
Not over. As you said, 2-score game still. Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Set. Blue 90.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Hey, 4 down, 4 down. All right, here we go.
They run with Hines. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 11 more yards that go around. A first down as well. Charles, you'd said the magic number was probably right around 20 for this defense because they're facing one of the top 5 offenses in the league in terms of points scored. They've had their moments, but this offense just a little too good, isn't it?
They really are, because no matter what you do to make an adjustment on defense, they've had an answer for it.
And he'll be stopped up quickly here at the 38. And now the Jags defense deciding to call a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space and let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hot.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The Jaguars now will use the last of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. He had his lone attempt blocked earlier. And Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
So for the Dolphins, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Buffalo Bills. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, it's a loss that could wind up hurting a little as they fall now to 11-4. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.